Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be your Libra New Moon reading. This is for Aquarius out there, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or any placement you might have. Aquarius, this Libra New Moon is happening on October 16th, and this reading will take us all the way till the next new moon in Scorpio, or 6 months from now when we have that full moon in Libra. The ruler of the new moon is Venus, and as you guys know, Venus rules money, but most of all, it rules love. Libra energy really pushes us to work on negotiating, on diplomacy, seeing things from others' perspectives, recognizing our partners in love, in life, at work, friendships, recognizing them as teammates rather than adversaries. And it's finding new ways to bring balance and harmony and grace into our environment while we're synthesizing opposites. So new moons bring a fresh and creative energy into our lives, but this one is going to be a little bit rocky because this new moon opposes Mars in retrograde and squares Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn. And it's also forming a trine to the North Node, suggesting we're ready to learn and grow from situations, blocks, and challenges. Also, we have it, the new moon is in opposition with Neptune in Pisces. So we are going to be battling overblown expectations. We might feel like a real sense of volatility, either within or in our relationships or in our surroundings. But we have to start fresh in this fair and compromising and beautiful sign of Libra. So I'm going to ask that you guys please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and all the information you could want about the decks I'm using or how to get a private reading are all in the description box down below. You have the Eight of Pentacles wanting to pop out, so something having to do with work. So let's go ahead and see what messages my Aquarians need to hear for this new moon in Libra. Aquarius, I'm getting like somebody like panicking, or maybe like you helping somebody in like a panic situation, whether it's like a full-blown emergency or they're having like a panic attack. I'm just getting like you steadying your breath, saying it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. All right. It's really an intense energy. I don't know if some of you guys are like EMTs or, you know, work in the emergency room. I don't know. All right. Just coming through really strong there. Five of Cups. Three of Cups. Four of Wands. Seven of Swords. And we get Temperance. Yeah, so many of you guys are healing. Many of you might be healers. And again, you might work in medicine. All right. Overall energy is the Page of Swords in reverse. The Page of Swords in reverse is a lack of clarity. I feel like this is the energy that I was picking up on. Now, feel free to swap the energies, but Aquarius, I feel like you guys have been talking someone down. You guys have been helping somebody who's like freaking out, somebody who may have lost a loved one. You might be like consoling them, somebody who lost their job, or somebody who's going through a really difficult breakout. And I feel like they're stricken with anxiety. And I feel like Aquarius, you're holding it together. Now, for some of you guys, it might be you. Okay, because you might have experienced a loss or some sort of emotional upset here. There's an intensity here to this reading that I'm telling you is like making me nervous. It's making me, you know, like I feel it in my stomach. I feel it in my solar plexus. You know, because this Five of Cups energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you might have this in your chart. You might be connected to a water sign or an air sign, another air sign, but you know, it's this sadness, it's grief, it's a sense of loss. It may be what you deal with. Again, if you're working with people who are getting sick, or if you're working with healing people in whatever capacity, if it's psychological or if it's in, you know, it's in modern medicine, you know, whatever. Or maybe you guys are energy workers and healers and you're having a lot of people coming to you because they're feeling this sense of anxiety, which would make sense because we've got a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. All right, the Page of Swords in reverse is like somebody who just like there's a lot of drama here, but I'm seeing somebody swinging a sword around wildly. They're not communicating clearly, or they don't know what to believe. They don't know what they're saying. It's like I'm getting this full-blown panic mode coming from that card. Now, what's blocking you? We have the Three of Cups. We have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Now, you guys, we do have Mercury retrograding in Scorpio. And, I always feel like that's when we really go down a rabbit hole. And they're showing me this here with Alice in Wonderland, being the Mad Hatter. Some of you guys might be dealing with somebody with mental illness, or you yourself have been diagnosed, and something might have really triggered you, a loss, a grief, some sort of trauma that you're really, really dealing with. The Three of Cups is a card of reunion. It's a beautiful card of celebration. It's about soul tribe. It's about happiness. It's about weddings. It's about birthdays. But I'm an intuitive reader, guys, and I'm picking up on this one. Somebody is not seeing things clearly, and I'm picking up on this being that Piscean energy, Neptune and Pisces, some sort of illusions. Whether you're dealing with delusions yourself, or somebody who's seemingly delusional or really diagnosed as delusional, that's blocking you, or it's the need for you to like pull back and to do some grounding and to see things for what they really are. Because a lot of us are making, right now we're dealing with this volatility, and that's what I'm getting. And we have different ways of dealing with that. But somebody in your surroundings is quite volatile, or what's going on in your surroundings is making you feel quite volatile. Okay. The intentions that you need to set, we have the Four of Wands in reverse. The Four of Wands is, for some of you, it's a need for protection. So however that might be, it might be, yeah, because there's an intensity here that might be needing to get away from this person, or a situation. Like, I'm not saying necessarily it's physical harm, but a situation that's really doing your head in. Some of you may be dealing with somebody, again, who's mentally ill themselves, or very narcissistic, or they're gaslighting you. And so it's like, I'm getting like you may need to like go be with your soul tribe. You may need to go be with your family. You need to be with people, who take care of you and can sort of circle the wagons at this time. Or some of you guys are just experiencing a loss and grief that's really spinning you out. And so it's really important that that you reach out, that you allow others to help you. Because the Four of Wands in reverse, is telling me that there's a need here for protection. Now, the Four of Wands can represent a marriage. Okay, so for some of you, marriage might be involved here in some capacity. But in the reverse, it takes me back to the Three of Wands. There's a waiting here. There's something here that you need to wait for. Some of you might be waiting for authorities. You might be waiting to get getting money together to move, or to help this person get to where they need to go, whatever it might be. But I'm picking up on there is going to be a wait period here. So that's why it's really important that you try to remove yourself from the situation, or you do everything in your power to not be affected by this person or by this situation. Now, obviously, if it's a loss of a loved one, or a loss of a job, something that spun you out, that's really that's really upset you, this is also Spirit saying, there aren't any fixes. There aren't any, overnight fixes. We have to deal with, we have to heal, and we have to clear these. And especially when we're dealing with like a heavy breakup, or the loss of a loved one, or even a loss of a pet, it's going to take time. Some of you may be, turning to drugs, or turning to alcohol, or turning to something that sort of numbs this, instead of dealing with this grief. And it's really important that you do that. Lots of Mercury retrograde energy coming in here through this reading. And on October 13th, exactly when Mercury has gone retrograde, if I'm not mistaken. What you need to know, the Seven of Swords, this is something that even if you are a seasoned professional, even if there's a lot of love between you and this person, whatever it might be, whatever the situation is, however it resonates with you. The Seven of Swords in reverse is you need to know that it's not healthy for you. All right, it's taking from you. It's not giving you anything. And I feel like some of you are sticking it out because of love and compassion, with somebody who may not be treating you well, or somebody's getting away with mistreating you or taking from you and that sort of thing. And so you need to really, you need to know that peace of mind is the most important thing here. Seven of Swords in reverse takes us back to the Six of Swords. That's about traveling out of difficult waters. Some of you do physically need to travel, either to get away from this person or the situation, or some of you guys are physically traveling to go see your family. Again, I just keep getting it's time to sort of circle the wagons, Aquarius. Your outcome energy is beautiful. It's temperance energy. This is a sign that you are protected by your angels, your spirit guides. You may even have ancestors around you, but I'm also picking up that you have support here in the 3D as well. Temperance is energy of Sagittarius. It's about healing. It's about taking the middle road, because I'm really picking up on this emotional volatility. If you, for example, take medication, this is really a warning to make sure that you don't go off your meds, right? Because that can create a fallback or a fallout on either side. And so it's important that we take the middle road, that we do what's the healthiest for us, okay? And again, that might be the energy that you're dealing with. If you're dealing with somebody who is, is sort of stricken with anxiety right now, or grief, or is going through something with mental illness, this is a beautiful card because it's reassurance that things will come back to normal. Okay, but not yet. And so in the meantime, it's important, Aquarius, that you take care of yourself. Okay. We've got the butterfly. Yep, somebody, well, I'm picking up on you more than anything. The butterfly is about beautiful transitions. It's about development. And it's, if you are experiencing this grief and this anxiety, that, you have the power, there's help to transform this situation. Okay, and where you might feel like you're in this cocoon and that you're stuck as a caterpillar, Spirit's saying, you will be able to spread your wings and fly, just as a good water bearer, just as a good Aquarian loves to do. All right, we get beacon number 17. So what I'm getting here is that there is help for you. Many of you may be going through a dark night of the soul, or you might be dealing with somebody, again, who's quite volatile. This beacon is that there's a light, there's hope, there are people that can help you, okay? And your spirit guides and your ancestors are rallying around you right now. The Four of Wands. Okay, again, some of you guys may share a home with this person. Some of you guys, this is a broken home. All right, and what I'm getting here, the home is a beautiful card in that it can represent, stability. It can represent, marriage. It can represent family. But here we have all of the windows busted out. Some of you guys have been dealing with somebody who either they're drinking, or they're off their meds, or they're volatile, or they're narcissists, and I feel like things are getting out of hand. Okay, they might be throwing things. They might be, maybe sometimes not even letting you leave. All right, this is a very, very intense energy here, Aquarius. And I know this won't resonate with all of you, okay, but for those of you that it does, I've been through situations like this, and it's really, really important, no matter how emotionally attached you are, that you understand that nothing's going to be fixed overnight. So in the meantime, you need to take care of you. You need to get out of this situation. All right, so we have sevens coming out. Seven of Swords with the comet. The comet energy is you may have sort of a realization come to you very quickly, or you're going to understand very quickly that this situation no longer works for you, and you're going to move out. The comet card is that there is hope, that there may be a serendipitous or lucky conversation that you have with someone, or you see something, or you see a phone number and you call it, whatever it might be, that there is help out here, that the universe is aligned with you and protecting you. The comet energy, though, is also, some of you guys may have entered into a relationship with somebody without taking your time, and you don't know you don't know what they're actually like, and you're seeing their true colors. And when what you once wished for, marriage and a family with this person maybe, or seeing like a stable future, you're seeing that now as sort of like a house of mirrors, as almost like I just I feel like, Aquarius, you guys need to get out of this energy, away from this energy. You have Temperance card, number 24, breaking down to a 6. So that's a Venusian number. This is, the grapes make wine, right? So again, there might be a volatility around you guys drinking together, or this person maybe even has some sort of, maybe an addiction, or has, as an alcoholic, something along those lines. This is telling me that this person can heal if you're really worried about this person. Again, it may not be a romantic interest. It may be, a family member. But the grapes are also a beautiful card of abundance. They represent they represent riches and enjoyment are plentiful, abundance, free from worries, recovery, health, healing, sweetness in life. Okay, so there will definitely be recovery from this. Some of you guys, this might be a situation, this might have been a situation you were raised in, and it's something that's been affecting you and your relationships. Again, you're recovering from this. Okay, it doesn't have to be a relationship that you're currently in. If you're worried about somebody, there's going to be recovery. If you took things too fast and maybe you moved in with this person and you're finding out that, things aren't what they seem, you're going to recover from it. And then we get the Heart card. This is about love. There's a lot of love in this situation. Okay, so this may be somebody that you once loved. It could be a family member, or it could be, your person, and that there was love here, but now it's time to really focus on loving and taking care of yourself, Aquarius. Okay. Wow. Oof. I'm just like, my solar plexus is like bubbling. I can feel that. So it's like you stepping into your power, Aquarius. All right. It's time to act on your behalf. All right, we get she who grants wishes, desire, and hopes. Some of you guys have been hoping and just trying to figure out how to get out of this situation, or how to help this person, or how to help somebody get out of this situation. Your wishes are being granted, and that's right next to the Comet card, okay? And then we have she who stands, resolute, implacable, and determined. Yeah, so you cannot waver on this, Aquarius. Some of you might be like pulled back in by this person, or may have in the past. But again, this is a warning, okay? And I don't like doing readings where there are warnings, but there's a definite warning here, Aquarius, that the volatility here is too much, okay? That it's not safe for you, and it's time for you to really take care of yourself. Now, this could be somebody you're connected to. It could be a sibling, okay, that you're seeing this happen to. And, they might feel alienated from the family with that 3 of Cups. They might feel like there's no support. So it's important that you guys do reach out if this does speak to somebody that you love, family, a best friend, maybe even an ex-partner that you still are friends with, or something along those lines. Okay. And, when she's holding on to this sword, it's a real message here for me that cords need to be cut here, okay, with this person, with this situation. And again, it may be somebody that you can't you can't cut out of your life, but again, we can do energetic cord cutting so that we're not leaving parts of ourselves behind in these somewhat traumatic situations. So we have the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Yep, some of you guys, you're going through this extremely dark period. Okay, but there is hope. Okay, we do see, this cave, this sort of nightmarish landscape. There is an opening. There is light at the end of the tunnel here. All right, I know this is a very specific message, so if it's not resonating with you guys, make sure that you check your other signs, your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, to get a fuller picture as well. And we get Starseed, what lights you up? Yeah, some of you guys may identify as starseeds, but what's interesting here is it's all about really deep down, Aquarius, no matter what has gotten confusing here, because especially if you're dealing with somebody who's emotionally or psychologically abusive, you can sort of get tangled up and not really be sure about what it is you really want anymore. And this is really focusing on you, focusing on love, focusing on healing and recovering from whatever situation this is. And if it's not your energy, okay, then it's your person's energy. And, you know, coming out as a starseed, what's beautiful is starseeds have collectives. Oftentimes starseeds feel alone in this world, but they always have a collective, okay, and help and support around them. So you or this person needs to know that. Okay, and then we get Rose, Zircon, Integrity, 28, breaking down to a 10. Okay, so this is something that needs to come to an end. All right, it's time to focus on you. Integrity, okay, again, you know, you have to see, is this person that you're dealing with, is this situation, you know, is there integrity left here? I'm going to read from the book. This is Older Than the Trees, Younger Than the Moon, Tests of Time, Mere Passers-by, Watch Them Come, See Them Go, I Remain. Zircon, Inner Strength and Charm, Shimmering Light, Respected Rival to All, Enchanted Protector, Step into My Light. All right, so stay true to your values. When all else fades away, it is your heart you must answer to. All right, and we see that here. It's your heart that you must answer to, with the heart card coming out. Clear your conscience, early to bed, and your inner peace will rise. All right, Aquarius, this is a very sort of heavy reading, but I have to give you the messages that that I'm receiving. All right, and again, if it doesn't resonate with you, please check your other signs. Please give this video a like or a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you for listening, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care.